You know, Frank, I'm not that stupid.
Well, your viewers know what it was.
Look,
You fell for my
Elias sent us.
it's our friend Elias.
Elias from Texas, right? Texas. Hope you enjoy the coffee. One mug for you and the others for you, Robbie.
Yes.
We actually pre-opened it because I thought I heard ticking. Are they identical? Look at this. Elias, you take good care of us. And Elias is buying a lot of games from us. He's trying to catch up to Mark in Canada.
Mine says Imbecile Sidekick on it.
You had me going. No, it's just Starbucks. You had me going. Starbucks.
Much.
Now this is a 2 coffee mug. It'll take 2, but
That's
look.
more for a man. You better not use it.
It's more for. Now look at this stuff. Look. Starbucks Reserve. Oh, they're in foil. Look at this one. The Anniversary Blend, spicy and bold. That sounds like me in bed.
This is
Kurt,
me,
do you remember
roasty and sweet.
Kurt?
Oh, that sounds like Kurt in
Italian.
bed.
Todd said he's spicy in bed. Is that? Can you verify that?
I don't know, I gotta move you out of there first.
You wish. I'd never cheat on you.
Thank you. I don't wish that at all.
Oh, Guatemala, Antigua, cocoa and
Such a disgusting, filthy
This is
person.
the bright and tangy breakfast blend.
My God, Elias, look at what you've done to us. You're spoiling us.
We'll never get to bed.
And the duck,
Whoa, Kurt's gonna get upset. Don't say that.
Again.
and look, the duck roast or dark roast.
Duck roast.
It's duck roast English.
that
This
Peking
is the
coffee?
single
Italian
origin.
roast, and they're beans.
Yeah, you got your
Elias, you
Italian
remembered,
roast will
you
be on the
listened.
night.
I like
They
the
sent us beans.
These are awesome.
Where is Bean?
Bean. I think she's watching. That's one of our viewers. Obviously, if you drink coffee, the best way to get coffee is in the bean because it hasn't been broken apart to release the wonderful stuff that's in it.
This is all right.
We have you obviously, if you have any kind of brains in your head,
Which
have
you don't.
Which you have a grinder. God, Elias, what a haul! I'll tell you what. I'm going to reward you, Elias.
Don't drink out of my coffee mug.
Yeah, we're going to have to mark them. They're the same. We'll have to reward you. Not with a video of any of your games yet. We're working on them. But with other games we did. I'll tell you what. Let's start, Rob, with Gottlieb's smash hit Monte Carlo. Shall we?
Shall we?
An extraordinary Monte Carlo. This game really cleans up well. You have to do a couple things. First of all, you have to take out the hideous original back glass, which was pretty hideous, and replace it with this gorgeous new repro that this man makes. Isn't that classy? It's beautiful. He did a beautiful job.
Yeah, the other one was faded.
Awful.
It was just
faded and ugly. And it's not classy. This is
not like
classy.
it didn't look good.
This is classy, and it's well worth it. And you may even be able to sell the old one. When we took the old one out, what happened?
Fractured in half.
It
was
just.
dry rot, just like dry rot, just fractured.
I would call Mr. Gottlieb and scream
complain.
because after 31 lousy years,
That's it.
look at this thing. I mean, the green, the reds, the beautiful colors. And I believe the man holding the camera right now, Chris, is that you?
That would be me.
You did it?
That would be me.
Can you please turn the camera and show it? Please. There we go.
He's not
It's
happy.
my Chris. It's my
He's
Chris.
not happy.
Belongs to me.
For a price.
He did a great job on this script. Now, I want to point out, I got new decals from Pinball Resource.
All the lights aren't twinkling, Clark.
Yeah, they don't twirl. They're not supposed to twirl.
I know that. I was just
You're doing that
I was
stupid
using my
Griswold line.
patented Christmas story. Christmas
The little lights are not twinkling.
Vacation.
You idiot.
One of the greatest movies.
That's
ever.
why we bill him as the imbecile. You know, he has a card, too. There you go. It's not an official card.
I asked him to order me 500.
I'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, listen, a couple things about this game. People have asked me about this ramp. They don't make the ramp anymore. You can't buy the ramp. We're hoping somebody will make this ramp again. Look at the color dazzling light show that this puts on when you're playing. And if you can get that 10 million shot. You took the wheel out. The wheel is a trouble one. The wheel will work 99% of the time when the ball goes in the hole. Sometimes, depending on where the wheel is sitting, it will not record that. But the game will credit you with something. So you don't lose out on that feature. You just don't know what it is until the game credits you. But almost every time, as you'll see, that works. It'll probably work every time we play it. Now, it is difficult to take apart and clean, but you can do it and clean the switches. It's important that you do not bend any of the switches if you do decide to take that baby apart and work on the wheel. Cabinet. Steven spent hours on this. Now let me tell you, my little Steven is an amazing man. And he said, Todd, he says, can I get out of the shop today, please? And I said, yes. So he went with Jonathan. He went with Jonathan to deliver the Rescue 911.
Yeah, poor Steven has some family
Well, yes,
issues.
everybody knows. Yes. His granddad just died.
Oh, wow.
And, so he's got that on his mind.
My
so.
Steven has so much on his shoulders. He's got very strong
Yeah,
shoulders.
you feel bad. So.
He's a good man. And he still hasn't taken me up my offer to stuff him at Daddy Pop's. Do you know he lives 2 blocks away from Daddy Pop's?
What?
You serious, Clark?
2 blocks away. Anyway,
I
black.
got something you might find shocking. Not everybody revolves away from food like we do.
Listen,
Daddy Pops is not the greatest thing in
the
there.
5 greatest things in the world, according to Todd Tuckey, all start with the letter S. The 5 greatest things in your life. Number 1.
Sausage?
Well, and they're not denied even to a prisoner. Sex. Okay?
Well, you don't get any of that other than from Kurt. So.
That's true.
Soap? Todd
Soap
doesn't
doesn't know anything
Soap
about soap.
doesn't know. He doesn't
Number
know
2, shower.
You don't know anything about that either.
Sesame Place.
Number 3, I can't say the word, but I can mouth it. Okay?
Taking a dump.
Oh, well, yeah,
Putting a
that's
couple
another
of
way.
kids in the pool.
In the morning, the 3 S's.
And number 4,
Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl?
what's number 4? It's not shave. Kurt does it.
Thoroughly.
Sleep!
And number 5, my greatest joy of all,
Sausage?
it's eating stuff. You stuff yourself.
Oh, stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what everybody was thinking.
Now, there you go. The 5 greatest things,
And I'm the
and they
imbecile.
all start with an S.
He does it on camera voluntarily.
I have an excuse, I'm old.
Please tell me I'm right. And by the way, that's patented. Or copyrated. Maybe that. I mean,
Who's the
I'll
new guy
copyright
at?
it instead. The new guy is allowed.
Patent that? You can't patent that.
Why? It's my invention. Where's the other ball?
No, it's a copyright issue, not a
It's
patent.
not a copy. You already put the balls in here. Robbie, grab me another ball. See, we pack,
grab
we
your own
pack the
damn
things,
balls.
drop it in the center.
Oh.
See, look, we pack our customers. He's got fuses, bulbs. He's got the 3 balls. He's got the solder pencil. It has solder and solder pencil. And we have the leg bolts. You need another ball.
I was going to say, I think there's a ball still missing.
There is a ball missing.
Well, let's get another ball in here, Chuck.
Where's the ball division at?
Ball division. Ball division. Oh, there's a nice shiny new ball.
There's all ball
Shiny
division.
ball. 1 ball for Mr. T. His wife calls him 1 ball. There you go, listen.
You want to put one of the wood underneath it? We need the wood. We need the wood.
Well, we're not going to play it.
I always said I needed
This
wood.
panel got painted. Now, Jeff at Classic Arcades makes these sheets. Okay? Just
Always good to warn the customer.
and look, it's been thoroughly inspected.
By number 35.
Now, we have sheets of these, and of course, at most games, most of these, all the 3 balls are gone. So we put this down, and then Rob, get the Sharpie, and we'll fix it. Oh God, I just got a thumbs down.
You did. It says 5 on it.
No, I'm going to change it. Get the thicker one, you imbecile. What? How am I going to rate it with that?
This is my department over here.
Blind one. Here, are you blind?
Here. Can't guarantee it's gonna work.
Look, the guy's watching this video right now that we're shipping this to.
It says 3 balls right here. Why do you have to put it down?
Well, no, that's this is a level play field. You can see how quick this plays. The flippers have all new parts in them. A coil sleeve, and the most important thing of all, Rob, is the plunger and link. By changing them, the flippers are as strong as they were when the game came out of the box. Oh, see, I got my ball back very wonderfully. Oh. Nobody saw that.
I didn't see it.
Thank you. I really want to go up that stupid ramp shot. See, I want to go. See, the ramp is up. See, right like that. That's what I wanted to do. There's a 9, Robbie. That's good. A 9 is a good thing to have. Oh, look. I have to go up here.
Whoa!
Wow. And I picked up that shot. You want to start?
A little bright. Oh, you got those mega LEDs in there.
Isn't that something? Beautiful. Now, of course,
stand
now
on top of
now
it.
you want to shoot up the bed tool to pick up your bets. And then it brings your ramp up so you can go up top again. There's our second roll. What will it be this time?
All in black.
Well, good. Got one last hole to go in. Right up there, Robbie. I always figure if you don't get anything, it's the house handicap. We got the 10. Now we go into our 3-ball multiple. Well, I play pretty good with the glass off, don't I? Isn't that nice? Well, anyway, I think this is ready to ship. The guy has been waiting. We did do the sides, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did such a nice job. He had to repaint a lot of it. He had to repaint pretty much everything on it.
It's got this
Nothing's
nice
gonna
new
be
T-mold
perfect.
in it,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I think we pointed that out.
I don't remember if you did. But the silver black looks
But
good.
Robbie, we got to show the Cruisin because that's got to be moving on. Okay. Oh, you're cross even when you're painting. What do I want to start you on? Are you that bored? This Rampage still looks the same as it did before.
Yeah, with all the other parts I got ran.
And what is this? Is this a tower of shuffles?
The workbench.
And what about our checks hockey?
Work table.
And what's going on with this? And you, just standing. And look. That's right. Here, Robbie. There we go. Anyway, look. Here's the Cruisin now. This is the kit. If you've been watching our videos, you saw this earlier. They made a wonderful kit to bring back to life your Cruisin the Worlds of Cruisin USA's. They sold you a kit. They gave you a new logo, a new board, and boom. Now, Now, to accent the beauty of this, we put a brand new 27-inch television set in there. Brand new, not used, brand new. This is medium res. That's why the picture is stunning.
Well, the color is like just exactly like the side.
This
it's
is
really nice.
This is the very best driving game ever made in the world. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, it's the last driving game not to use a hard drive. These graphics are drawn on the board. It's producing all of this, Rob, off of these chips. Okay? All the graphics are programmed in here. Okay? There's no hard drive. See, a hard drive is the cheap way out because you didn't have to have this expensive technology. So this circuit board is packed, Rob, with wonderful stuff from game designer Eugene Jarvis, who in my opinion is the smartest man on planet Earth. And my goodness, what a great game. We've packaged a new power supply. This is the steering board and the amplifier board to run the sound. It's not stereo, but it's terrific sound. Wolfer and Tweeter, and there's that brand new television in there. We're also giving the guys a checklist. There's Jonathan. Jonathan, I've got a bunch of stuff for you to do.
There it is.
Deliveries and pickups. You can go with Scotty or Dumbbell.
Okay.
I already did where Kurt was, joke, in this video, so I can't do it again. No, Tom. Anyway, he's not. Did you see he just walked away from me? He's exhausted, Rob. Well, I think we better move on before they get angry.
Have a
Anyway,
donut.
it's beautiful. Oh, this is a trade-in. I think I explained it earlier. He's trading this in. He's giving back a couple of machines he got from us, I don't know, 10 years ago. We have a guaranteed a minimum of half back in credit, so you don't have to put it on Craigslist and have the fun experiences we had with the Craigslist people. I'll be there. Can you meet me in a parking lot of the local Paoli Hospital?
Yeah, with no pants on.
Oh boy, the Craigslist people. We love it.
Do it again, sir.
What? What did he do? Oh, I thought he did something behind my back. Anyway, let's move on. The excitement runs rampant, Rob, because right here is the last crated crush roller, I think, in the world. I got this from John's Jukes. We're guessing 15 years ago, maybe more.
More than that.
Yeah, we're not sure exactly when. But this is a Exidy Smash. Look, Exidy, Ireland machine. And it's, there's the front. And it's a very low number. It's a 64. But those idiots cut the bands and took this box off already. So we thought we'd recreate the excitement of opening the box, even though those imbeciles opened it earlier. They even also cut off the... Here, Rob, help me. Come on. I mean, just don't stand around looking pretty.
I can't lift it. It's a cardboard box.
Rob, we need you to do what you do best and just
Idiots
stand there
also
stupid.
put... Oh!
Say it just like that.
They also put the 110-volt cord on it.
Oh.
I told them I wanted to film the excitement.
You could have at least wiped the dust off of it while they were at it.
Well, I told him, I said, we still have to clean off the packing tape because the cord was stuck up here. Creeps. But anyway. There we go. Look. Okay. Now, you'll notice the control panel. I love the buttons are lit. I think that's a nice touch. But it looks like somebody used their typewriter, Rob. What do you think?
I would say that's a typewriter.
I mean, they didn't Photoshop that?
No, they didn't have
Not an 81.
printmaker back in the
And
day.
it's copyright Corral Samo Electric Limited. Now, of course, obviously, they're the people that made the game, and then they licensed it to Williams. Now, what I always liked about these cabinets is these pop out.
It's so different.
buttons. It's very
It's a
different
lot different. Simple.
because the control panel doesn't swing open. What you do, these are all key to like. All the machines had key to like keys. So each one will pop open to number 20. Okay, so you pop these open. Wait a minute, these are down here. I got that wrong. This is a key for that.
There's 12 keys on this.
I meant this one. These are 20s. These are 20s. So these open up. Each one will pop open this lock to swing it open. Now, all of our
Customer's going
customers
to lose these keys. I'm
Well,
telling
here's
you.
what
Too
we
many
do.
keys.
I'm going to call him and find out if he wants me to put a free play button here.
That's what I would do.
I think, and then we'll take the key out. Now this has
Too
the
many
interlock.
keys.
I was leaving that in. I'm going to see if he wants us to bypass that, or even bend it inside. I'm going to talk to him before we send it. Now, see the coin mechs.
You could just do whatever you want.
I could. The coin mechs, though, Franklin, you'll notice are covered, so you can't get your fingers in there. Now, I do like the fact that this is a silver coin door. Almost nothing is silver, Rob. It's usually black.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't realize
Now,
that.
the bottom key here unlocks that bottom door, and then there's a top key.
Oh,
too,
check
here.
this out. I love that. 20p means pence. Isn't
And
that
two
cool?
games for 10 pence.
This is the first time I've seen that.
Why would it be two? Oh, two times
2 times
10, or
10
two
pence.
times
Oh,
10.
well, I'm
So
basic
you could either
math.
put you put two 10 pence in.
Right.
Two 10 pence in.
That's a term you don't hear at all here. I don't even know what pence
think
is
they-
worth anymore.
Well, I don't think there's any pence anymore, right? Didn't they switch to euro?
Oh,
Okay. Anyway, let's
that's
look
right.
inside. Let's look inside. Now, they already changed the power supply. We had a brand new power supply in there, didn't we, Frank?
Put the brand new one, and there was a goodness, we put another brand new one.
Well, the good one, the capacitors. I'm worried about the
What
capacitors.
about these capacitors? You worry about
Well,
them?
no, this is the weak point.
Point?
The
Point.
point.
it's like pig.
That powers the
Oink.
logic.
It's a weak oink.
You don't want the power supply. Plus, the new power supplies, I think, have some more safeguards and safety features to power it. Look at this. You'll never see a
Look how clean that
4600
is. It's
chassis.
beautiful.
You could sit down and have dinner on this thing.
This thing's
So
clean,
cooking up
easy.
food again.
Yeah,
And look, serial number
everything's easy
64.
to access.
Cleverly written down with a magic marker.
Probably
With a
been
64
replayed,
there,
I'm
too.
sure.
So there's no printouts. It's just written in with a marker, I guess.
Yeah, well, he typed it in.
Well,
With the
64.
control panel.
Well, I don't know how many they made. Now, I got 10.
65 at least.
I don't know what the other numbers were. You see, back then we didn't really care about the serial numbers. We didn't care. Nobody looked into it. But now this has become very intriguing for people. So I could go back and look at some of the other machines that we sold over the years, ask them what their numbers were.
I wonder if anybody still has this in their basement.
Well, we have 9 others out there. There are 9 more out there.
You never
Well,
heard back
I
from your
take that back.
customers on this?
We have 1 more in the warehouse, one used one in the warehouse. That's in good shape. And then I did look at it. It's got some dings and dents in it, you know.
But nobody's tried to trade it in, right? The ones you sold?
Yeah, who would give up this gem?
Well,
Now, it
if
looks
you
like
didn't
there's
like
only-
it, wouldn't you get rid of it?
The cabinet is
How
perfect.
could you not like it?
Cabinet's perfect.
Well,
It has
it's
one-
different. It's
I
just
guess one shipping ding
Small.
here.
I guess it doesn't take
It's
up
just
much
one little
room.
shipping ding here. I think that's about all I saw on it. The box was undamaged, but other than that, it's pretty much perfect, isn't it, Robbie?
Yeah.
It's pretty much perfect. So, oh, we should play it. Well, I keep forgetting that goes off. I don't like the way they routed that.
Call them up and complain.
I should. There's creeps. How did you drop a quarter in it? I can't get my fingers in there.
It's fat ass.
There was a free dinner in there for ringing up with your finger. You figure it out. No, we dropped some pence in there.
I would throw a slab of pizza in there. Maybe go after.
Oh
it.
yeah, he'd figure out
Oh
the credits
gosh,
on there real
you know
quick.
what? It's got 10p coin mechs in it. I'll have to ask him.
Uh-oh. We don't have that.
I'll have to ask him if he.
10 pence coin
It's got
mix.
10 pence coin mechs.
Do you have any pence in your pocket?
It's too loud, but
Turn it down then.
I really should turn it down.
No, leave it loud.
No,
It's
it
for the
should
deaf and hard of hearing, like myself. You want to hear that with the thing closed?
Yeah, it's fine. Very, lots of fun. The game of the future.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
dead. Anyway. Well, what do you think? Well, I'll tell you what I think. I'm going to show you a picture of one of our fans. This is Lily, 5 years old, and her daddy Sean, and they're holding my card, Rob. They're holding my card.
Where'd they get your card?
Out of the trash can somewhere.
I think.
No,
have
they
my
emailed
card.
here.
Where's
We
my
didn't-
card?
we didn't
Where's
print
my
yours yet.
card?
We
Where's
didn't print-
mine?
Well, here's his. And here's Frank's.
Frank's is a nice card.
Yeah, he didn't have any fun with him. It should say Resident Fat Man.
Yeah, but you already have that occupied, so.
Anyway,
How come
Sean and
there's no
Lily.
legend card?
Sean and Lily, I'm glad you
Wallace
got your
needs a
card.
legend card.
I got him a legend hat.
Yeah, I know, but he needs a card
You hear
too.
they're talking over me?
That's
Yes.
because nobody cares what you're saying.
Because nobody cares.
It's not that we don't care.
Oh, my fans do.
Yeah, but you need to be talked over once in a while.
Well, I'll tell you what, we have an adventure for you. Yesterday we had a visitor as we were filming Strikemaster. So why don't we go into the back? Actually, we'll turn the clock back to yesterday, and we'll do a little scene with Greg. I forgot all that. See, where's the script girl?
Certainly.
No, we have to walk. First of all, we're going to show you Strikemaster. But first, the first thing I want to do is introduce you to Greg. This is Greg.
How you doing?
Did you do that on purpose? I told them not to disturb you, and then they made the beeping sound. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
You see
that's-
the arrogance. and
Yeah, I do.
arrogance.
Now I see it in person.
Greg and Keiko watch me from Japan.
That's right.
That's the other side of the world.
It really is.
Now here's the funny thing. Over the weekend, we had a man fly in from Japan to our film show down in Wildwood, New Jersey. I was down in Wildwood filming a new Randyland video that's going to be coming up after this video. And I don't remember what number it is. Rob, what's the number and where's the script for the next video?
13976.
Because
pretty sharp. You guys are organized.
Because you're placed right
Completely
here.
Yeah.
wrong, but it
I
doesn't
think
matter.
this qualifies for this. A double slap. You just happen to be in a bad spot.
Yeah.
You recognize that look.
Uncle Soul sidekick?
He's an unpaid sidekick. You know, he works for me for breakfast. I buy him breakfast and lunch.
At Daddy Pops.
Yes.
That's on my list. That's the TNT tour.
Wait a minute. How many people here do you know? Do you know this man?
Yes. Yes.
He's so shy.
Short round.
Chris, he's so shy. And you know this
The
guy.
Legends. Yep. I just met him. Wallace.
Wallace is working on a rampage. That's coming. And look,
So is
this
Chris.
is going. Another Force 2. This is one of the newer ones with it's still a picture tube, but it's a more flat panel. He would be grinding now while I'm trying to tell him.
Who is that stranger?
Kurt.
He's supposed to be in bed.
Who is that stranger?
Anyway, the film, Greg, what we're actually going to show you, step on this side. Wait a minute.
Oh,
We don't have any room here. See, there has to be room. We're going to show you this Strikemaster that is going out. They just did the final tests of this beautiful Strikemaster. This was made in they made Strikemasters 93 to 96. This is one of the dot matrix games, and we're doing the final test. This is being shipped to Chicago? I think it's Chicago. Come up front.
there's no room.
From there. Now, Greg, what we do, nobody makes the playfields anymore.
Yeah.
So we offer a deal. If you don't have a problem with wear over here in this area, you could save yourself hundreds of dollars on the price. But if you want the black and be nice and shiny, they all have little dings in them. A couple little tiny dings in this part, but the colors are all bright. Then it's the regular price. Now we left the top open because this is the only model that has a piece of wood to get to the pins. The other ones slide out. See, so you can get in here easier for service and adjustment. You see these mechanisms? Guess how many years they've been using them? Can you see them? You can't see. Come over here. You can see them. Scotty's filming that. Greg, guess how many years? How many years they've been using this mechanism?
In this exact machine?
No, in any shuffle alley
It looks old school.
since the 50s.
Wow.
So the same mechanism is so durable. They use the same mechanism, the same plastic parts, pretty much everything the same as long as it was made by Williams or United. Chicago coins were different. This had an upgrade to rapid start ballast for the fluorescent lights. Normally they're starters, but this one had an upgrade to rapid start, and we left it alone since they were brand new. And all this stuff is cleaned and the nice thing about these machines is they all use the same mech for easy service. And here, this panel will slide out too if you take the screws out. You have to be careful you don't bump the bulb out too. The bub. Yes, these are called bubs. These are bubs. That's a legend trademark. He says the bub. Bo doesn't like me doing that. But it's all nicely serviced. Back glass, this is Mylar behind glass. All the computer electronics were redone. Now see what we do here though, we put new T-molding. Silver with the chrome from tmolding.com. Bless them. God bless they're still in business. Robbie, hit the start button.
That's the one that says start.
The puck will fly like the wind. And we like this game because it has all the little shows.
Yeah, it's cool.
And of course, all new pins. We also have new rubber that catches the pin when they swing up, so they're as quiet as they can be. But this is a mechanically driven game, so you're going to have sound, obviously. New rubbers here on the side. This is brand new. This white crap comes off. So, see, the highly polished stainless steel is below that. So our customer will peel that off when it arrives. Now, they're going to ship this in a crate that we make. It's on a big, giant... You know what? I could show them that right now. I want you to say goodbye to Greg, because Greg is not coming with us, because we're going to be crating it later. And he has to go home. He has to catch up.
Right. Gotta go back to Japan.
Where did you go earlier today?
Asbury Park.
The Silver Ball Museum. And I just so happen to have a video right up here in the corner. That's right. So, Silver Ball Museum, and you loved it, didn't you?
Loved it, yeah.
Did you see a lot of our games there?
Yes, I did.
We sold them pimp video games.
Yeah, excellent work, excellent work.
Well, of course, we only do the best. Thumbs down. What did you say?
They're the games with the out of order signs on them.
No, wait a minute. They're the only games with the out of order.
Resting today, not out of order. Just resting.
Do you see? Now, before we started filming, was I getting abused?
No. You were, yeah. Behind the scenes, definitely abuse around here.
Constant abuse. And guess who does the most abuse? This creep.
Not me.
Oh!
Oh,
Who threw that?
I don't know. Could have been a termite.
I suspect it's the imbecile behind me. It's too far away. Which one? Did you hear? They even know they're imbeciles. Which one? He said. All right, listen. We want to show you the 8-Ball Deluxe. We're just finishing something on that. But I promised to show you this. What should I do first? You know, I'll tell you what. I don't know. Should we do the 8-Ball? We'll do the crating first. Okay. Let us see that beautiful shuffle alley. What?
You just missed them.
But you knew we had to film this.
I had to go out.
But you, Jonathan, I have to take a video of this.
Use any other video that you have. You have like 10 of them, don't you? Splice it in there.
Your helmet's here.
You know, Rob, it doesn't protect you from this. Oh, you see what I put up with daily. Oh. Good night.